Boys and girls, good to see you today. Today's story is called Nighttime Noises. I know sometimes you may be scared at night when you go to sleep because it's very dark, but there's no need to worry at all. And just listen to my story and you will hear the reason why that you don't have to be afraid of the dark at all. Nighttime Noises by Samantha Berger, illustrated by Dan Kanemoto. Chugga, 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 choo choo. All aboard the Little Bill Express. Little Bill called as he chugged into his room. Next stop, bed, said his father. Can I stay up just a little longer? Little Bill asked. Sorry, baby. It's time for the caboose to get some rest in the station, his mother said. Good night, Little Bill, said his mother. Good night, son. We love you, his father said. I love you too, said Little Bill. Don't forget to leave the lamp on until I fall asleep. And don't forget to say good night to Captain Brainstorm and Elephant. Good night, Captain Brainstorm, his mother said to Little Bill's favorite toy. Good night, Elephant, his father whispered to Little Bill's pet hamster. Little Bill lay in bed and watched Elephant curl up into his little ball. I wish I could fall asleep that quickly, he thought to himself. He pulled up his quilt, then suddenly he heard something. Ka-thump! The sound was coming from the closet. Mama, said Little Bill. Mama, he cried even louder. Little Bill's mother poked her head into the room. Mama, I'm scared. I thought I heard a monster in the closet, Little Bill told her. Well, let's investigate together, she replied. Little Bill's mother opened the closet door. A baseball rolled out. Could this be your monster? She asked. Little Bill giggled. I guess so. When I feel afraid, said his mother, gently squeezing his hand, I check the facts. Once I know everything is all right, I'm not scared anymore. I feel better already, Little Bill said. Thanks, Mama. Good night. Little Bill closed his eyes. But in only a few seconds he heard another sound. Scratch, scratch, scratch. This time the sound was coming from outside his window. He walked to the window to investigate. But the sound got louder and louder. He turned and ran into his brother's room. I think there's a dragon climbing outside my window. I'm scared, Little Bill gasped. Don't worry, Little Bill, said his sister, April. It's probably just the wind. When I used to get scared, his brother Bobby said, I listen to music or read a book to take my mind off it. Why don't you try that? Little Bill took a deep breath. Okay, Bobby, I'll try. April took Little Bill's hand. I'll tuck you in, she told him. April gave Little Bill a book and kissed him good night. He had barely finished looking at the first page when he heard a new noise. Clank, clank, clank. This time it was coming from the wall. Little Bill put his ear to the wall and heard it again. Oh, oh, he thought, and ran out of the room. Little Bill found his great-grandmother, Alice the Great, having a cup of tea. Goodness, Little Bill, are you still awake? She asked. I'm scared, exclaimed Little Bill. It sounds like a big troll. It's banging on my wall. Alice the Great smiled. You know, Little Bill, when the heat comes on, it makes a banging noise. I'm sure that's what you heard. Alice the Great got her arm around Little Bill. Do you know what I do when I'm frightened? I say a special little rhyme, and it seems to do the trick. Alex the Great continued. Listen, thing that's scaring me. Go away when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. It works every time. Why don't you try it? I will, Little Bill said, giving his great-grandmother a kiss. Alex the Great tucked Little Bill in under his special quilt. But as soon as she left, Little Bill heard something else. Crash! This time it sounded like it was right under his bed. Little Bill wondered if it was a big, huge, gigantic giant. He tried to remember what everyone had told him to do if he got scared. First, he looked around, just like his mother. He didn't see anything. Next, he tried reading his book, just like Bobby suggested. It didn't work either. So he tried Alice the Great special rhyme. Listen, thing that's scaring me, go away when I count to 3. 1, 2, 3. But when he got to 3, he was still afraid. Suddenly, Little Bill thought of someone else who might be frightened. Elephant, are you scared too? He asked. Elephant stood on his back legs and wiggled his little nose. Don't worry, Elephant, said Little Bill. I'll take care of you. Little Bill wrapped his quilt around his shoulder, closed his eyes, and took a deep breath. Listen, Giant, he shouted. This is my room and my pet. Nobody allowed to scare Elephant, so go away right now. He opened his eyes, kneeled down, and lifted the bed cover to face the giant. Go away, he started to say again, but then he laughed. There wasn't a giant under his bed after all. Captain Brainstorm, Little Bill cried. You fell off the bed. He turned to Elephant. Don't worry, Elephant. You're safe now. You can always count on me when you're afraid. Little Bill tickled Elephant Then he crawled back into bed with Captain Brainstorm. A moment later, all three of them were fast asleep. Okay, boys and girls, that's the end of my story. I hope you enjoy it. And the next time when you're afraid, in the dark at night sleeping, remember Little Bill, how he was a brave boy and how he investigated to find out what those noises were that was scaring him. I'll see you soon for another story time.